1728 is a perfect cube, what is the cube root? I'll give you 3 seconds, no calculator is needed, and no calculator is allowed. Okay, right now, next slide. We are facing off a few problem diagnoses right now for some students in studying math. They are first, there is a global disinterest in math from some students. Students couldn't find this subject something as fun to solve. The most boring subjects, math is ranked as the most boring subject in school according to the top.com. And then second, according to CNN, 70% on Earth, they live on less than $10 per day. Third, there is an assumption that mathematics is only for left-brain users, while right-brain users are just being too creative at art or any other subjects. Fourth, there is a barrier of quality education to math in low-resource countries. It is likely poor will become more poor and rich will become more rich. Last, math is not interesting for some people. So the current solutions right now, I'm going to tell you about the current solution. As seen with SpongeBob over there, people are trying to portray math as something as fun. In fact, it is not. That's the first point. The second one, math have a few calculations which are long. Third, access to an easy way to learn math, like Vedic mathematics, is expensive for people in poverty to use.
Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish on their ability to climb a tree, they will go their whole life believing that they're stupid. That's a quote from Albert Einstein. And similarly, if you judge a student's ability to learn by teaching them in a way that contradicts the way that their brain works, they will believe that they're incapable of learning math, or that the subject is just not for them. Our solution aims to impact each student's individualized learning environment, to reach both logical and creative students. It is completely customizable, and we aren't just repackaging the same thing and calling it fun. We're using a revolutionary system called Vedic math, which allows for amazingly simple solutions to traditionally difficult problems. Zayan will elaborate further on this topic, but here's a quick example. All the lessons are animated to allow right brain dominant students to relate to complex mathematical solutions and allow visual learners to benefit as well. In addition, we have the traditional written description for left brain dominant users. Gone are the days being dependent on your teacher's teaching style to grasp complex concepts. They need only clarify misunderstandings and will soon have the ability to create similar lessons to address every single student's needs. We aim to create a world where the only thing holding you back from changing the world is no longer your ability to do complex equations, but the only thing that limits you is your imagination. We added a game to help users practice math in an unconventional way. Imagine a world where your math homework is to play a few games. Games have a unique quality that draws players in like no other medium can. Last year, the industry was worth $108 billion and is expected to double in the next 5 years. There's nothing that drives a student more to learn than when it comes to healthy competition with friends. Imagine how much one can accidentally learn trying to beat a friend to 1,000 points in a week. The potential impact of this is unquantifiable.
We designed the mobile app with gaming as well as incorporating visuals, animation, and customizations to create an optimal learner environment for the next generation of learning. Which makes this application different from other applications is we have virtual classroom. Virtual classroom is where teacher will be able to communicate and assign homework to students on the application. And also we have customization. Users will be able to customize the color theme of the application. Users will also be able to customize the application further by uploading their profile picture as well as a background image.
So you've seen an example of how Vedic maths works, but I'm sure most of you must be thinking that Vedic maths must just be some sort of magic maths that only works for the surface of conventional maths. But in fact, Vedic maths has already covered the entire syllabus of maths. Books such as The Cosmic Calculator in 1998 had covered the entire syllabus for both English and Wales in Vedic maths for the entire maths syllabus. And that led to various Vedic maths forums around the world, which basically created Vedic maths from grade 3 to 12 worldwide in every single country. And just so you think, if you think that it's only from grade 3, there's also Pebble Maths, which teaches Vedic maths from the lowest grades, from grade 1 all the way to grade 3. In this example, you can see basic calculations like squaring all the way to the square roots of a complex number. The conventional method is much longer compared to the Vedic maths method, which is a fraction of the time and much easier to calculate in one's head.
Our application aims to quality of education, promotion of good jobs, and also economic growth and elimination of poverty. Let's take an example. Imagine if there's someone who could be smart enough in mathematics using our app, they might get an offer from National College. It builds them to be a smarter human resource. Once they got a good job because they have a tagline of smart human resource, they will have a high salary in that job. With that, there will be no poverty.
The United Nations recommends asset-based community development approach for marginalized communities, which Véda fulfills. This is an example like